To quote a line from Paramore, don't go crying to your mama because you're out in the real world and you're out on your own in the real world. Harry Potter boycotters. It's been a while since we talked about Hogwarts Legacy, but some good news. Hogwarts Legacy reportedly sold 256% over the target from Warner Brothers Games. Kind of get a followed by a hoing. Yeah, good job, Hogwarts Legacy. We all know the whole, I guess, controversy behind the whole Hogwarts Legacy thing. Everybody labeling J.K. Rowling as a TERF because of her comments that triggered a whole bunch of crybaby, lunatic, fucking trans activists on Twitter. They think because she's rich that she has some kind of powerful to kill a whole bunch of trans people because they apparently think we want to have a Holocaust with transgendered people when nobody wants that. At the end of the day, it is a Harry Potter fucking video game. It's a world of wizards and trolls and magic and all sorts of things. It's a book series made by children, and it's a generational story. It's a generational phenomenon, one of the greatest franchises of all time, and it had a game that took place 500 years before the series, and despite a boycott, it has done muy magnifique. There was no original plans for a sequel, no DLC plans, but rest assured, we could almost bet at this point there will be a Hogwarts Legacy follow-up. So let's take a look at this article, and this comes as a result of people just trying to really start a boycott. People saying that they need people to boycott Twitch because of an ad campaign for this game, like the streamer named Nicotine. We also had calls to action from actual people that were involved with Harry Potter, whether it was at the theme park or in the actual films. It was nuts. Like, I've never seen so many people triggered over a video game in my life. Now, this article does touch up on it. It says, the figures come via Aaron Darby, Warner Brothers Games senior brand and marketing manager. Specifically, Twitter user at Bogorad222 noted, Hogwarts Legacy achieved 256% to plan sell-through at launch. Sales figures and revenue are known. And this is actually interesting to note, that last-gen versions for PS4 and Xbox One and the Nintendo Switch version are yet to come out. As a matter of fact, I think the next gen, the last-gen version is coming out in May. So this could blow up even more potentially. Maybe even double what they have sold. So this is going to be big. One of the biggest selling games of all time. And I think it's because Boycott just attracted more attention to it. So this says they show a screenshot of Darby's LinkedIn profile in the About Me section. Selected achievements include Hogwarts Legacy 2023 achieved 256% to play sell-through at launch and exceeded 12 million units in sales first 2 weeks, earning 850 million. That's a lot of fucking money. He also reportedly noted the game had 1.8 billion impressions and a record 1.3 million concurrent Twitch viewers, the most for a single-player game. Yeah, it broke records for Twitch. It was the most played game on Twitch for that month of all time. It should be noted at the time of writing, Darby's LinkedIn profile gives far less insight into the game. And here's a little, I guess, screenshot from his thing. You could see selected achievements. He's a brand and marketing manager. So good on him. Good. Detailing his work and games. So it looks like he also had Lego Marvel superheroes. Secured Stan Lee's appearance and introduced new character and trailer at Comic-Con. Nice. All right, so continuing on, this is Bogart222's screenshot appears genuine as outlets such as Forbes reported on the earlier contents of Darby's LinkedIn profile. GamesIndustry.biz reported that UK video game sales in quarter 1 2023 were 1% higher than quarter 1 2022, while the latter featured Elden Ring, Horizon Forbidden West, and Pokemon's Arceus. The success of quarter 1 was driven by Hogwarts Legacy. So this one game, this Harry Potter game, drove the first quarter of 2023, while 2022 had Elden Ring, Horizon Forbidden West, and Pokemon. So 12 million sales in 2 weeks. I think not too many games could have a chance of beating that record. According to this article, it's saying that they think Diablo 4 is going to be the only game that could even beat that record or its sales this year. Or a hypothetical new Call of Duty may surpass Hogwarts Legacy within 2023. This article says, well, Tassie doubts the game will win many Game of the Year awards, and I doubt it will. There's no way the wokies and the biased media are going to let this game win any kind of game award or any kind of like recognition, because it's a cesspool with those Game Award shows. This game isn't woke enough, to steal a phrase that you guys get triggered at. This says he felt it had become a new video game franchise for Warner Brothers. He speculated the previous insistence the game would have no DLC could be changed in light of this news. If there's not any DLC, one expects there will be a sequel. There will definitely be a sequel. The impressive performance happened despite, or perhaps because of, attempts to boycott the game. Some had objected to comments by J.K. Rowling in 2020 over biological sex being real, and attempts to avoid offending transgender people denied the female identity. Those offended had attempted to boycott her works, and my God, did they. Or works inspired by them. Attempts at tarring Hogwarts Legacy were constant, including attempts to rekindle false claims of anti-Semitism. So yeah, it was goblins or something in the game were anti-Semitists, or accusing one of the game's voice actors of being transphobic. The most blatant attempt was the harassment of anyone streaming the game. A website to catalog who played the game was even made, and it received approval from a self-described transgender Montana legislator. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a Who Played the Wizard game website that came out, and a Montana legislator actually came out and said that they approve it, that they're all for doxing and harassing anybody that streams this video game. Imagine that, a politician endorsing the idea of a website that is solely used to identify and dox and harass people that have played this video game. Imagine that. Fucking ridiculous on that avenue. Again, this just had so many over-the-top crybabies with it. Again, that's not how you handle difference of opinion. Even if somebody has a political belief that you don't believe, you don't attack them. You don't claim to be tolerant and be absolutely intolerant. That website, it was Have You Played This Wizard game, was just fucking nuts. So the boycott failed. It made over $850 million in gross revenue in less than 2 weeks. It was more than Wakanda Forever, the entire theatrical run. And now HBO or Max is going to be making a Harry Potter television series. Fucking phenomenal. So the woke boycott failed, guys. It's been a while since we talked about Hogwarts Legacy, but yeah, here we are. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts.